This summer on Planet Money Summer School, we're learning about political economy. We're getting into the nitty-gritty of what government does with things like trade, taxes, immigration, and healthcare.
So politics and economics, which are taught separately, they shouldn't be separated at all. I think you have to understand one to really appreciate the other.
So what is the right amount of government in our lives? Tune into Planet Money Summer School from NPR, wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello and welcome to Car Talk from National Public Radio with us, Click and Clack, the Tappet Brothers. And we're broadcasting this week from the Listener Incentives Division here at Car Talk Plaza.
Oh,
now,
I'm trying to get...
well,
listener incentives. Okay, I understand what that means.
incentives.
Listener incentives.
Now, we all know that car makers have been increasing their sales for years by offering potential car buyers questionable discounts on new cars in various forms, such as rebates or our personal favorite, factory-to-dealer incentives. What are factory-to-dealer incentives?
You don't sell the car, I break your legs.
I think that's what it is. Some of the factory goes up, hey, sell some damn cars. It's a pretty good incentive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, it occurred to us that if car buyers could be lured in with ploys like these, then why not make the same kind of offer to Car Talk listeners? Both of you.
No kidding.
Yeah.
We can do that?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, here's what we're going to do. If you act immediately, you must act immediately because I'm going to have to talk to the manager if you don't. Right? I'm going to talk to the manager. You become a regular Car Talk listener, we will refund 15% of any time that you waste listening to this show.
As soon as we figure out how to do it.
For example, if you listen to the entire show, 60 minutes, an hour, we'll give you 9 minutes back.
Yeah.
Isn't that a deal?
We're going to go broke.
And you can have it anytime you want.
Really?
Anytime. You're hanging by your thumbs, you want the 9 minutes then, we'll give it to you then.
Cool.
It's the end of your life, you're lying on your deathbed.
9 minutes.
9 minutes.
But what if you listen every week?
Every week it adds up, but it adds up.
You could be in trouble. Anyway, if you want to call us about your car or your rebate, our number is 1-800-332-9287. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Raina from Texas.
Raina.
Raina.
Raina. R-A-Y.
R-A-I-N-A.
You're only the second Raina I've ever heard of in the entire world.
Well, as I get older, the more I meet. So I know about 4 now, 5.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What is the origin of that name?
Well, for me, I was named after my cousin Raina, which I think my aunt saw in an old movie.
Raina.
Yeah.
Could be Snowa.
Could be. Or Raina Mana.
No, I've never heard any of those before.
Hotter is good. Cooler. Maybe a weatherman. Were there a weatherman in your family?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Sleeter.
So where are you from in Texas?
Well, I'm from a little bitty town on the coast called Sabine Pass. It's right on the Louisiana border.
Yeah, that's where the Sabine River is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
So, Raina, what's up?
Okay, well, I have a 1989 Mazda 626.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's making this noise that seems to be coming from the back of the car. It almost sounds like it's coming from the gas tank, and it's like this low moaning, grumbling noise.
Well, that's good.
That's good?
Well, it's good that it's coming from the back because there ain't nothing expensive in the back.
Well,
Well,
that's great,
there is
actually.
one thing.
Don't tell me.
Oh,
There is one expensive thing. And the noise only occurs when the engine is running.
Mm-hmm.
And the noise, something like this, like... And does it get worse the more you drive the car?
No, well, it used to only do it when I first started the car, but now it's doing it all the time, and I'm scared to drive it because I don't know what it is.
But it'll do it even if the car is not moving. Is that
right,
true?
exactly. Mm-hmm.
That's bad.
Oh,
All right,
great.
it's been
but
great
that's
talking
not
to you, Raina.
anywhere near as expensive as some of the stuff in the front.
No,
Okay.
all the really expensive stuff is in the front.
Yeah.
This happens to be a bad fuel pump.
Fuel pump injector.
No,
No,
fuel pump.
Okay, I was told
There's
it
a
was a fuel
pump
pump
inside the
injector.
gas tank that pumps the gasoline from the tank to the engine, which is in the front.
Right.
The
And-
injectors are in the front, and the fuel pump is merely supplying gasoline under high pressure to the injectors.
Mm-hmm.
And then the computer opens up the injectors and sprays the gasoline into the cylinders. But the pump is conking out.
Yeah.
But you've got like 7 million miles in this car, right?
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
So you need a new pump. I don't know what it costs, but I'm sure it's several $100s.
Okay. Well, let me ask you another question, and maybe you can solve an argument me and my husband have.
Yeah.
He claims that if you leave the tailgate of your truck down, you get better gas mileage.
He's 100% right.
He is right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, why did you think he was wrong?
Because he's my husband. And he's wrong.
That's what I thought.
If a man says something in the forest where there is no one to hear him,
Is he still wrong?
is he still wrong?
Yeah. Definitely.
I mean, is he wrong about everything else?
Not
Pretty
always.
much?
Not always. No.
No. But, I mean, it is sort of counterintuitive that little tailgate should cause such a difference. But, I mean, you may have seen lots of trucks with that webbing in the back. Mm-hmm. And the purpose of that webbing is to cut down on the wind resistance, which somehow the wind goes up over the top and it all gets stuck in the bed
I
of
thought the
pickup
reason
truck.
for the webbing is so that your mother-in-law didn't slide out when you had the tailgate.
No, evidently what happens is the air comes into the truck, gets stopped by that tailgate, and piles up.
Oh, yeah.
So you get, even though you can't see
you get an air jam.
You got air traffic control. You get an air jam. You end up with like a ton of air in the bed of the pickup truck, which you're now dragging along with you, and you're lucky to get a mile a gallon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to give that theory to your husband. He'll pass it along to the boys down at the bowling league.
I'll tell him.
See you, Raina.
Thanks a lot, Raina. Bye-bye.
1-800-332-9287. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hello, this is Pete from Chico, California.
Pete.
Chico.
Is there
a California?
Actually, his name was not Chico.
No, it was not. It was
it's
Paul.
Pete from Chico.
No, his name was Chico.
Or
Oh, that's right.
It was Groucho, Harpo, and Chico. Did you know that, Pete?
I am not familiar with that, but I take you guys as the gospel truth on that.
Well, we don't really know either. But he was given the name Chico because he was always after the chicks
Oh, my
right.
God.
or babes. Chicks
Or
is not
babes.
a politically correct word.
Babes
now.
is good. Babes is fine. Yeah.
Babe.
So what's on your mind today, Pete?
Well, it's an interesting Volkswagen question. I have a 1979 Volkswagen van, and about 2 months ago, an acute clunking sound developed in the left front area.
Acute
One.
clunking.
Not acute.
Not acute,
An
but-
acute.
And acute. It just
Left front
suddenly
area.
started going thunk, and it would happen when I would go over certain types of bumps that according to the mechanic that looked at it, when the suspension goes full travel. And also I could sometimes feel it when I braked, and I could actually feel the sound and hear it coming kind of through the braking pedal, and I was very worried.
Yeah.
Brought it to the mechanic who in the past had done a great job for me, and he said, ball joints. So $500 later.
That's what it sounded like to me.
That's my answer, too. I had already written it down.
I did
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Ball
and
joints.
ball
Absolutely.
joint, $500 later,
It still makes
sound
the
is
noise.
still there.
Well,
Yes.
that is not to say that you didn't need ball joints.
That's what he keeps telling me.
Yeah.
So
Because,
I
I mean,
won't
that's-
ask for the 500 back.
I mean,
Right, of course.
Yeah, you can't get the 500 back. The ball joints is a pretty straightforward test, and
Yes.
it's very, very clear that if you need ball joints, it's obvious that you need them. So if he really checked it and did ball joints without just guessing ball joints like we did, without having seen the thing,
Yeah.
then you probably did need the
Yeah,
ball
I'll be
joints.
crossing ball joints off the list
Okay.
now.
And
Now
after-
the next thing,
Yes.
So what other theory? What
Right.
backup
I
theory?
got the backup theory.
Well, let's hear what Pete's mechanic came up with.
Upper
Yeah.
control arm bushings.
Well, afterwards, he said he looked at everything in the front end, and he writes this down on this thing. He said, we disconnected the shocks and the tie rods, and the sound still happened. We removed both control arms. We checked the brake hardware. None of these were responsible for the sound. We cannot diagnose this sound, and we'll charge $52 an hour to diagnose.
Let's see.
All right?
This has a torsion bar type suspension in it.
Yes.
Well,
And it could be. I
if the
mean, what's
torsion
happening?
bar is gone, gonzo, you could
Say
be
that-
bottoming out. Boom.
Bottoming out or bottoming up. In other words, if you were to lift the bumper and lift the car off the ground by having the wheel, for example, go into a chuck hole,
Yeah.
then you would get the same kind of noise. So when the suspension is full out or full in, you're getting the noise. And it could be that one of the torsion bars is broken. Gee, it's been so long since I've had one of these
I
apart.
like the torsion bar theory.
I think it's a bunch of plates.
I mean, the torsion bar is think of it as a spring.
All right.
But if the spring didn't work right, then when you hit a bump, everything in the body would fall down, boom, and everything would be whacking against everything else, and you'd get a big clunk.
Yeah.
So not having a spring would obviously cause big clunks.
Right.
And since the torsion bar is what's used instead of a spring, that's my theory. I'm not
Well,
sure I
my
like
vague
it.
recollection also is that there is a bearing where the control arm enters the frame. The torsion bar is inside a tubular frame.
Yeah.
And where the control arm enters, there's a bearing there.
All right.
And that could be worn out too. And of course, it's going to make the noise under the extremest of loads, under the most extreme load, so that when you hit a big bump and you're really forcing the thing to move quickly, you could get this bang. And it doesn't surprise me that it's getting telegraphed through the brake system, because any abrupt movement, any shock wave that travels will travel right up through the brake fluid to your pedal.
And that's why I said I wouldn't be concerned about the fact that you're feeling it through the brake pedal. I mean, I'm concerned about the noise, but it's obvious. It's almost positively not related to the brakes.
Yeah.
You need to go. Here's what you need to do.
You need an old
You need
guy.
to drive out to the desert and find some grizzled old hermit that has a sign that says VW repairs
I gotcha.
done while you wait,
I gotcha.
while you wither.
Okay.
And
I'm
you'll
ready.
find some old codger with like 4 or 5 teeth.
Right. And he'll have a bunch of broken down vans parked around his so-called house.
And old hippies.
His
old
gas
hippies.
station, right.
Exactly.
Yes, I got you.
With the blind dog. You know, I've painted the whole picture.
And
right?
he'll know in 3 minutes what's wrong with it.
All right.
And he'll slap a whole new front end in there. He'll use your control arms with the new $500 ball joints and send you happily, noiselessly along your way.
Yeah,
Right
I
on.
think so too.
Thank you, guys. You guys are wonderful, and I really appreciate
See
your
you,
show.
Pete. Good
Bye-bye.
luck.
Good luck.
Bye-bye.
That was tough. We had to struggle there.
Well, you know why I had to struggle? I haven't worked on one of those things in 20 years. I mean, I don't remember.
Well, they weren't even made 20 years ago.
79. I haven't worked on those in 10 years.
It just seems like 20 years.
20 years. We'll be right back right after these messages. Unfortunately, for you Puzzler fans out there, both of you, wherever you are, the Puzzler is still on vacation this week, dodging the Secret Service guys on the beaches of Martha's Vineyard. I think. Anyway, if you're in urgent need of a puzzler, you can find one of our classic puzzlers at cartalk.msn.com. Just click on the radio button of the homepage and look for this week's archive puzzler.
You can even hear it if you want.
Yeah, if you have
You
that.
can read it, you can hear it.
If your
you can
computer
smell
has
it.
that capability.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't.
Oh, well.
If you'd like to talk to us right now, our number is 1-800-332-9287. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Alex from Boise, Idaho.
So what's up, Alex?
Well, I've heard a rumor, and I think I've even read in some ostensibly authoritative source, that you're not supposed to mix grades of oil, that if you've got 1540 in your car, you shouldn't put 40 in. And I'd like to know if that's true, and if it's true, why? And if it's not true,
Why
where do
not?
the rumors start?
What is a semi-authoritative source that you cite?
Well, he can't remember.
I can't remember,
I'm
right.
sure you can't.
Yeah, I
There
can't.
are- You know, let's talk about what constitutes an authoritative or semi-authoritative source.
Good photography helps.
Photography and just printing will
Yes,
do it.
Good paper.
Good paper and printing. I mean, if you write it down by hand with a ballpoint pen,
not
zero
authoritative.
credibility.
Right.
If you type it out and print it on an inkjet printer, that's good enough.
Some
Yeah.
semblance of authority.
Laser printer, that's it. It's like Moses
like
and
the
the
Guten-
tablets.
right.
That's
Like the
it.
Gutenberg Bible.
So you probably read it in some sleazeball newspaper column, but written by some know-it-all nobody, but it was printed. And so you thought it was right.
well,
I
it is
think-
right and it is wrong.
No, it's only wrong.
No, I'll explain why. Because he asked, he said, should you mix? Is it all right to mix 10W30 with 40 weight? And the answer is yes, it is all right, except that many of the single viscosity oils like 40 weight are non-detergent oils.
Yes, except then it's not a question of can you mix anymore. It's a question of can you use non-detergent oil. However, if you assume that Alex's question had to do with the mix was the key question, then it's wrong.
No, you can't. Right. The question is you can't. The answer is you can mix a single viscosity oil with a multi-viscosity
Or
oil.
two multi-viscosity oils.
Right, or two single viscosity oils. Like you can mix 4 quarts of 40 weight together.
Sure.
And you wind up with what?
160.
60 weight, right? I knew you were...
You knew I was going to say that.
Right, if it's
Now,
done in the winter, you wind up with 10 weight.
Now, if you mix 2 quarts of 1040 with 2 quarts of 1030.
Oh, you wind up with 20, 30, 60, 90.
Will you end up with 1035?
Yeah, oh, yeah, exactly.
Sure.
Yeah, 10 and 12 and a half, 35.
Alex, are you with us on this?
Yes.
Are you writing this
But
down?
the reason you were warned not to do this is that frequently, like I said, the single number oils are only non-detergent, and you should never mix non-detergent with detergent oil.
Yeah.
But what if you're real careful about those API?
Yeah. If you're
letters?
real careful about those API numbers, then you can mix anything with anything.
It doesn't make any difference.
And you always hear these old wives' tales about either mixing oils together or mixing gasolines together.
Brands of oils, right.
Or mixing brands of oil, or mixing brands of gasoline, or mixing different octanes of gasoline. I mean, what would happen if you put 87 octane in with 92 octane? My God, what would happen? Answer. Nothing.
Yeah, that I can figure out.
Sure. And the same thing happens with oil.
Yeah. Okay. I think actually I may have seen it on an oil can, so it didn't mean that it was.
Wait, you didn't tell us that.
Yeah, it didn't. It was printed, but it was what it was printed on, not that it was printed. That.
Well, Alex, I hope we have given you an authoritative answer to your question.
Or at least an authoritative sounding answer.
Right.
Right. He's not convinced. Don't mix this stuff.
Hey, Alex,
You gave me the answer I wanted to hear.
you
okay?
sound. It's ridiculous to think that you could tell what a person does for a living by his voice. But I am going to guess
I'm going to guess too.
that Alex is a teacher of some kind.
Yes, I was going to guess either a math or music teacher.
How we doing?
I'm a math professor.
Sonia Henny's tutor.
Yes, you have that authoritative sound of your voice.
I see a laser printer voice.
You have, well, dot matrix anyway.
Hey, thanks a lot for calling.
Thanks a lot, guys.
See you
talking
later.
to you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay,
Bye.
goodbye.
Math professor.
Yeah, he's right. Yeah,
that was good.
That was exactly what I was thinking.
Wow.
That this guy has a pedagogical
tone.
tone in his voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have been a garbage man, but you never know. 1-800-332-9287. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, it's Alan from Arlington, Virginia.
Alan?
Alan.
So as you can hear, I'm not originally from Arlington, Virginia.
No, you're not.
No, I'm from Australia.
What a place.
That place.
What a place. Why would you go from where in Australia were you from?
From Melbourne, in the south.
From Melbourne.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Boston, Massachusetts?
No, I haven't. Are you going to suggest there's a lot in common with Melbourne?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably have heard that already.
Well, whole of New England. In fact, I feel comfortable with you guys because you don't say your R's either.
That's right.
Yeah.
We don't?
An R is a stupid letter.
Totally unnecessary.
Except at the beginning of a word, so you don't say things like Aubert instead of Robert.
Yeah.
At the beginning of a word, it's okay, but otherwise it's completely unnecessary.
Absolutely, I agree.
What were they thinking?
Or at least the whole R is not necessary. Parts of it are
Right. Right. Well, just a hint of R.
yeah.
A hint of an R. So I'm calling not on a technical issue, but more an economic one.
Yes.
Because I'm having a domestic dispute, which I don't expect you guys to resolve, but you might be able to give us some ideas.
Okay.
We're only in the U.S. for a year, in fact. And
So
and
you're
we need
married
some wheels.
to a lovely Australian girl.
No, I'm married to a lovely American girl.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh.
Springfield, USA.
Springfield, USA. Okay. Marge Simpson?
Answer a chance.
Okay, and you said you're only in the States for a year? Is
That's
that what you
correct.
said? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, but she's American. She's in
American.
the States for a long time.
He's
She's not gonna
hoping
be
for only a year.
She goes off periodically to represent your country all over the world in embassies.
No kidding.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Madeleine Albright?
No, Marge Simpson.
and so,
So you're stuck at home.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, he's living there in the embassy in Arlington, Virginia, having a great old time.
Absolutely, except we can't resolve an issue, and that is, for this year, what kind of car do we need? She reckons we need a bomb for not more than $2,000, 10 years old, dispose of it at the end, not losing too much. I say, not being technical, we can't afford that. We need to get something not too old, quite reliable, even if it costs a lot more.
Good. Good.
Because you'll be doing the driving most of the time.
Exactly.
Yeah, what are you going to use this vehicle for? Are you working also?
I work at home.
Madeline's off
Madeline's
resolving
off.
crises
She
around the
works-
world.
Yeah.
But why?
And he doesn't want to.
But he works at home. What do you need a car for?
He ain't
Because
doing,
we've got a child and we like to get out and we'd like to get out and see America while we're here, just a little bit.
He
Just
ain't,
see
he ain't
the
doing
environment.
too much work. At home.
Oh, okay.
He-
I'm
working
sorry.
at home is what's that
That's
called?
a euphemism for
goofing off.
how silly of me.
My brother. I must tell everyone. Used to work at home
Yep.
until they caught him at it, and now he has to steal away to his quote office every day because they figured out that he wasn't doing anything
Until
at home.
they catch me at that.
His quote office still being in the house, I take
They
it.
actually threw me out of the house.
Okay.
They threw him out to work. Go to work, you bum. So now he goes to his office every day, which is a pretty good deal. He goes there and he stops for cappuccino.
Yeah.
And then by the time he climbs the stairs to his office, it's time for lunch. Now, I'll tell you, I have to sympathize with you. I don't think you want to drive around a junk box for the year that you're here.
And you have a little child.
That's right.
I think you should buy a newer car, if not a brand new one. And indeed, there'll be some depreciation, some significant depreciation, but you'll have benefited and enjoyed driving a brand new car for a whole year.
You know, it would be wonderful if you could talk someone into a 1-year lease.
But then you have to put down so much.
Not necessarily. No, there are leases. I mean, you can shop around until you find a lease in which there is nothing to put down, and for a couple of $100 a month, you can get yourself a brand stinking
Better than
new
that,
car.
here's the deal. You know, these rental car agencies often have these 1-week specials.
Oh, yeah.
$99 for the week.
Don't return it.
Just tell them you want it for the year. Right? And they pay for everything.
You can do that.
Well, I don't know, but you're going to try.
Yeah, you got to try it. Okay, yeah.
I would try for the 1-year lease. I think you might be able to talk someone there in the D.C. area into a 1-year lease.
Okay, I'll look at it.
If you can't, you could go buy a car from one of the NPR people. They're all down there in D.C.
And they're all getting new cars.
Call Ray Suarez. He's got a Honda that he's trying to get rid of. I think it's about 15 years old.
Then she wins.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you very much for your advice.
Alan, good luck.
Enjoy
Have a
your
good
show.
time.
Thanks.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We'll be right back with more calls right after these messages. Hi, we're back. Gee, just when you were thinking that hour really flew by, that damn car talk.
It was only a half.
It's only half. We're back. You're listening to Car Talk on National Public Radio with us, Click and Clack, the Tabbert Brothers, and we're here to discuss cars, car repair, and our days are numbered.
Well, funny you should say, just when we get rid of... Get this. This guy named Keith Clements, and we don't know where he's from because we got email. Dear Tom and Ray, you guys have really been showing your age. You often answer questions with mindless babble, laugh at your own jokes, and forget essential details. As a younger listener who, as a tot, was unlucky enough to have heard you in your earlier days, I vaguely remember that there was a time when your ridiculous advice actually made a slight amount of sense.
Yes, those were the lucid years.
As your advice declines in quality, I look forward to a time when you will step down and pass on the reins of power to a new, younger generation.
More capable. It's parenthetical.
So far, I have heard no mention of any heirs to the throne of Car Talk Plaza. I would like to offer my services as heir apparent, since you obviously need a kick in the pants on this issue.
Really?
Signed, Keith Clements.
The young punk.
I look forward to a time when you will step down and pass on the reins of power.
Jeez. We have slipped a notch. It's mostly you, by the way.
I don't think so.
I hesitate to mention.
No, I just want to point out that the entire summer goes by and you only do half of your job. the puzzler, which takes up most of your waking hours during the rest of the year, you don't have to do that. Now, do I stop laughing during the summer? No. I come in here and bust my butt week after week, day after day, hour after hour.
All right. Jeez,
So if anybody...
All right, I'll do something then.
See, he's got us fighting amongst us.
That's all it takes. We start fighting, and the next thing you know, the whole thing will disintegrate.
Mindless babble.
Well, look, this is usually the time every week when I unveil the new puzzler that I've been working on and crafting, honing, molding all week long.
And obfuscating.
Yes. But since the puzzler is still AWOL, you'll just have to wait until it can be hunted down, arrested, and brought back to face charges sometime in the fall. Probably. Until then, if you must puzzle, then visit the radio section of cartalk.msn.com and try one of our archival puzzlers or arch rival puzzlers, whichever you choose.
Either, yeah.
Anyway, if you'd like to call us with a question about your car, the number is 1-800-332-9287. Let's get serious for a minute.
I was just going to say,
answer some damn questions.
By the time we get to the second half of the show, there was a lot of mindless
By the
babble
time we
going
get to the second half of the show, it's half over. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Amy from Cincinnati.
Okay, Amy, let's snap it up here. We haven't got a lot of time for chit-chat.
Well, I just want to say that
Cincinnati's great. Okay, that's Cincinnati.
Absolutely. A little
Okay,
hilly,
Amy's
but,
only 3 letters. We almost couldn't even spell it wrong. So what the heck do you want? Come on, make it fast.
Well,
We're on a new productivity
regimen.
Regimen, all right.
Well, since you guys are so young, and I would have to disagree with give a lot of respect to Keith, but I would have to disagree with him.
Yeah.
My car, I have an 86 Toyota Camry. I'm the second owner. It has 125,000 miles on it.
Yep.
Here's what happens. If I'm on the highway or going above like 45 miles an hour, and I go to get on an exit ramp and like take my foot off the accelerator before I put on the brake, my car kind of I hear it gear down, and it kind of makes a low grumble.
Like...
Yeah, not quite that rough, though.
But at high speed, it's okay.
At high speed, it's okay, and it's okay if my foot is on the gas or on the brake.
Yeah.
But it's when it's coasting and it makes this grumble.
Okay, we have to talk terminology here.
Yeah?
The word grumble.
Well, it's like a rumble with a grr thrown in. Right? Grr.
It gurs first, and then it rumbles.
Grumble.
But it's subtle. I mean, would the average person riding as a passenger realize that your car is doing this, or are you so finely tuned into your car that you notice it?
Well, I think if the windows were down and the radio wasn't blaring, someone else would hear it, yes.
Somebody else would hear
But you'd never hear this unless you're decelerating. You never hear it on acceleration.
Correct.
All right. Well, I have a theory about this.
Yeah?
I think you have some loose baffles in your muffler.
Exactly.
Okay? And the reason you don't hear it at high speed or on acceleration is it's merely being drowned out by all the myriad noises that are being made by this ancient Camry with 125,000 miles.
Exactly the reason why I took issue with the word grumble. Because the grumble sound sort of connoted some kind of mechanical noise.
That was my concern.
Yeah, and I was going to try to come up with a term that would suggest exhaust noise, because that's exactly what it sounds like to me.
Yes,
it really does.
It does sound like loose baffles in the exhaust system. I'm encouraged by the fact that it only happens on deceleration. I mean, to be on the safe side, it's probably worth it to have a professional drive the car to assess the noise.
But then it never happens when the professional drives the car.
So it doesn't happen all the time, which is good because it lends even more credence to the baffle theory.
Okay.
And I'm baffled by the whole thing myself.
Well, I'll go make sure that my mechanic is baffled with my exhaust system.
Cool.
Thanks for calling, Amy.
Thank you.
Nice
See
talking
ya.
to you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, do you know what time it is?
Time to beg Chrysler's lawyers for forgiveness again?
No, that was last week. It's time for Stump the Chumps! Now, if you've ever listened to the show before, you may know the Stump the Chumps is that portion where we throw caution and good sense to the wind, and we invite back onto Car Talk someone that we successfully got rid of once already, just so we can find out if our advice was wrong.
What were we thinking? And anyway, who's this week's Chump Stumper?
Tim Taylor from Tool Time in Florida. No, this is Tim Taylor, actually from Orlando, Florida. He called us a couple of months ago after he had discovered that the 89 Buick Park Avenue that his mother had given him came with a little problem.
What? She was still in the car, ready to move in?
No. It says here in the notes that there was a problem with the air conditioning, and whenever he turned it on, the cool air came out of the defroster vents, and sometimes it fogged up his whole windshield.
Oh, poor Timmy. Jeez. Well, with that kind of a warm front, cold front action in the front seat, he's lucky he didn't create a tornado right there in his Buick. I mean, geez, that could have been
Here
scary.
it comes, here it comes.
They'll fix it. My brother is probably right.
Well, I'm afraid of them saying, "Oh, we got to take out everything on the dash." And
They are going to say that.
Well, they are going to say
I
that
can watch
because
the meter
that's
on
where
the-
it's at.
I can watch the meter on the hourly charges.
Yeah,
just
no,
listening.
it's going to cost you many hundreds, but you got the car for zip. I mean, come on, will you?
Send the bill to your mother.
I think so. See if she'll split it with you at least.
I mean, do you have
right.
the right to send the bill to the person who gave you the defective car?
Well,
I think so.
You can send it.
Dear Mom, have a wonderful Mother's Day. Please find enclosed
Bill for
the bill for $616. Your half of fixing that deadbeat car that you sent me.
Good luck, Tim.
Thank you much.
So we basically told him to tuck it to his mother.
No. We suggested a couple of cheap fixes first, and later on we realized that he'd probably have to have the entire dashboard ripped out. Then we suggested that he hit Mummy with the bill.
So what did we think was wrong with his AC?
Well, actually, his mechanic saved us the embarrassment of suggesting a leaky vacuum line or a bad electronic control unit by replacing that stuff. So we said it was probably the vacuum motor. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. Sure, right. Right. Well, let's bring him out. Tim, baby, are you there?
Hello.
Oh,
Well,
you don't sound like Tim.
I'm not Tim.
This is not Tim.
This sounds like Tim's mother.
I'm Peggy Taylor.
Oh,
Hi-
you are.
Hi, Peggy.
Are you
Taylor
Tim's
is my
mother?
son. Tim is my son.
Yes.
Tim is your son.
Uh-huh.
I have a little bone to pick with you today.
This was a dirty trick on somebody's part.
I received a bill in the mail for $256.
How much was it?
$256 to repair an air conditioner. And this is a car that I gave Tim. I didn't sell it to him. I gave it to him.
You gave him the car, and that ingrate sent you the bill?
But he also said if I had any questions to call Tom or Ray.
Well, I mean,
I need an explanation.
we were only being facetious,
Yeah,
Peggy.
I mean,
Gee, after all, you did give him the car.
We would never have suggested that.
I was so shocked when I got the bill.
Did you pay it?
No, I didn't. I'm not going to pay it either.
Did he send you the entire bill?
The entire bill for a car he was given, and my husband put 4 new tires on it. So this is just an insult.
Some kids, they just take. I think you need to teach them a lesson, Peggy. I think you need to repo the car.
I mean, he said we didn't. I think it's unconscionable for him to have sent you the whole bill. We only suggested he send you a bill for half of it.
Oh well, I think I better just call and tell him to bring the car home. I can still use the car.
Yeah, sure. And I would use the word ingrate as much as possible when you talk to him.
Maybe
He's a very nice guy, by the way.
He was a nice guy.
Wait, is Tim available? Can we talk to Tim? Is he around?
You kidding? Come on, this could get very ugly.
Who cares? Let's get him on the line.
All right,
do
Peggy.
we have his number?
Yeah, Peggy, stand by. We're going to call Tim right now.
That's right. We'll have that no good lying son of yours on the phone.
Okay, we're dialing him now. Boop, 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 boop.
Hello.
Hello, guys. This is Tim.
Ah!
Hey.
Who were you calling a liar, huh?
Now wait a minute.
Uh-oh. We didn't
I
know
have,
you
I
were
have
there.
this show on tape. I've listened to it many times. And you said, send the bill to your mother.
Oh my!
Yeah, but
All right. But for technical reasons here, was it the vacuum motor?
Actually, what it was, the thing, he called it a programmer.
Oh.
There's a little,
Oh.
it had one tube coming in, and it had all the other vacuum tubes coming out.
So in terms of stumping the chumps, you did stump the chumps.
Well, I
and
mean-
we're big losers on
No,
that.
I mean there was not vacuum getting to the vacuum motor. I mean that's what the programmer does. It sends the vacuum
Oh,
to the
so we're going to stretch a point
Right.
here? And
I think
say,
we're going to call it a wash.
You said they hadn't replaced enough pieces yet, so this was one of the pieces.
Yeah.
So
I think that's
And it
good.
worked.
I guess we'll cut you guys a break. It worked
Now,
great.
Now, look, I mean, as I remember, Tim, We suggested you send your mother half the bill. You sent her the entire bill.
But it was only $250. You said it'd be probably about $600, so I figured she could stomach that much.
Boy, she was a little fired up when she got on the phone with us. Peggy, are you still there, Peggy?
I'm still here.
You're still here.
I love you, Mom.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
I think we've been caught in the middle. That was a nice gift.
Leather seats and everything.
You're not kidding. That is a nice gift.
Yeah, it was your last gift, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, you guys might be getting something in the mail from my sleazy lawyer brother.
Oh,
okay.
yes. That's another thing. Why did you call my son sleazy?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my.
Oh, they're ganging up on us. I think this was a setup.
You're really in trouble now.
I think this whole thing was a setup.
We got the whole family against us. All right. We're short of time here. It's been very nice talking to you. We really have to go now. They're throwing us out of the studio. Peggy, thanks for being a good sport.
I enjoyed it.
Don't give that sleazy son of yours anything else.
Okay.
Thank you, Tim.
Both my sons are great guys.
Well, we understand.
That's good. I wish my mother could say the same. Bye-bye.
I wish you could, too.
See you, Peggy.
Bye-bye.
See you, Tim.
See ya.
Well, it's happened again. You've wasted 2 more hours listening to Car Talk.
It's not 2 hours. It just seems
like...
that.
Our esteemed producer is Doug the Subway Fugitive, not a slave to fashion Berman. Our associate producer and Dean of the College of Automusicology is Ken Babyface Rogers. Our assistant producer is Catherine Cathode Ray. Our engineer is Karen, I've already given. And our technical, spiritual, and menu advisor is John Bugsy, Free Lunch Milk Carton Man Lawler. Our public
Grandpa Lawler.
Grampy Bugs, I like it. Our public opinion pollster is Paul Murky of Murky Research, assisted by statistician Margin Overa. Our director of new product repair is Warren T. Myfoot. Our staff butler from the Car Talk Mumbai division is Mahatma Kote. Our document security expert from the island of Jamaica is Euripides Upman. Our director of upward mobility in Eastern Europe is the Big New Chrysler. And our Italian governess is Donna De Evelern. Our evasive driving instructor is Vera Brupley. Our marriage counselor is Marion Haste. Our director of moral support is Hugh DeMann. The chairman of the Federal Lubrication Board is Alan Greasepan. And our Leo Tolstoy biographer is Warren Peace, author of Leo Tolstoy by Warren Peace. Chief counsel from the law firm of Dewey, Cheatham & Howe is Hugh Lewis Dewey, known on the benches of Harvard Square as Huey Louie Dewey. Thanks so much for listening. We're Click and Clack, the Tappert Brothers.
Don't drive like my brother.
And remember, don't drive like my brother. We'll be back next week. Bye-bye.
And now, with an important announcement, here is Car Talk Plaza's chief mechanic, Mr. Vinny Gumbaz.
All right, now listen up here. Now, if you want a copy of this here Car Talk show, which is number 34, do you know what to do? Huh? Do you?
No, Vinny.
I didn't think so. Here's what you do. You click on the Shameless Commerce division of cartalk.msn.com.
Can't you just call in your order?
Hey, don't interrupt me, all right? You can call in your order at 303-823-8000.
That's 303.
Yeah, that's what I said. You deaf or something? Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. You can get tapes of this show, the best of Car Talk or other Car Talk junk, through cartalk.msn.com or by calling 303-823-8000. Hey, Mac, I think you and me need to step outside a minute, you know?
No, thanks. It's all right.
Car Talk is a production of Dewey, Cheatham & Howe and WBUR in Boston.
And even though Daniel Short turns down the volume just before we say it, this is NPR, National Public Radio.
At Planet Money, we know that economic jargon can sometimes feel like speaking another language.
Yeah, like arbitrage, alpha, autarky.
That's just what's in the news these days. There's also absolute advantage, aggregate demand,
aggregate supply, and this is just the A's.
Oh, animal spirits.
That's a pretty good one. Planet Money from NPR. We help you translate the economy so you can understand the world, wherever you get your podcasts.
Grab a snack, make the bed, check your mail, or catch up on the latest news with the NPR News Now podcast. Listen in the time it takes you to do any of those other activities or while doing them. We bring you the stories you need to know in just 5 minutes every hour of every day. Listen now to the NPR News Now podcast.
You're listening to NPR because you're curious. You want to know what the world is like beyond the surface, NPR feeds that curiosity with stories from real people with real experiences and all the perspectives that come with them. It's our right to be curious and our prerogative to listen. So keep your curiosity alive. Hear the bigger picture every day on NPR.